Camera rolling, audio rolling. This is a big try. 3, 2, 1. Season number 2, everybody.
Season number 2.
How's it going, my bro?
It's been so long. I feel like it's been forever.
Bro, actually it was really big long.
Yeah.
Because you went to Korea in the moment we was producing the season number 1.
Right, and we pre-recorded everything, right?
Yeah,
so
I like this.
Has it been 2 months? No. Has it been 2 months?
Will be... Actually,
Very close.
It's 2 months.
2 months.
But before that, you have.
But I know you miss me. Yeah, I know. you can't. You just can't live without me. That's why. And plus, have you guys noticed? He lost some weight and I gained some weight. I look so much bigger right now.
The way that I lost, you gain.
Yeah.
But everybody, if you didn't notice that, now, like we promised with you in the episode number 10,
yes.
Now we are in the new studio, we are in the new things, we have a new equipment, and we are really renewed. Everything is new, everything is new.
Yes. And new energy, new environment.
Yeah, totally.
Possibly season number 3, new host. I don't know.
But now we are going to start. We are going to inaugurate this new season with this. Hello everybody, ama, ape, swagger, menu. It's me, Concord.
And it's me, Tyler.
And this is Breakup. How was your trip?
From the bottom of my heart. It was the best thing I've ever done.
Did you apply the techniques?
I did.
Oh!
I tried the one saying, "Hey, my friend wants to know you," and then you know that person was just like, "Really? Where?" I was like, "Here." And they really laughed. It was like, I don't know, like maybe I was goofy or something, and then they laughed. And yeah, we had a good time together.
Follow to Uncle Concord.
Yeah.
If you want more tips, you can follow me on my Instagram.
He's married. Again, he is married. He's taken already, yeah?
Bro.
If you want to send him a message, send it to me, please. Yeah.
Because you're a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm just, yeah. Open for him. For anything, yeah? No, I'm just kidding.
In this condition about the sexuality in Taiwan, that's maybe a dangerous sentence, bro. Like in the first sentence I told you, you need to take care of your word, bro.
I need to take care of my words, yeah.
Because you're open to everything. You're open to everything, so that's maybe...
I mean, obviously, I am attracted to women, yes. I just put it that way.
Bro, I don't know if you...
Oh my god, that sounded like I just came out as straight, right? That sounded like coming out.
No, that's acting. We are actors. Yeah? And this is going to set a relationship with this, okay? We are actors.
Yeah.
How you can acting like a drunk person?
Well, you get into the character, and the character is drunk, then.
Yeah, but how? How is the best way?
You have
the best
to
way.
Get drunk before, right?
That's a really good person. It's not professional.
No, that's called method acting.
Acting like a drunk person, you need to acting like a sober.
Okay.
Because a drunk person try to acting like a sober. Like I say, yeah, I'm no, I don't do drugs.
How does that?
So
what does that have to do with being gay or being straight?
Try to acting like you are really straight. It means you are super gay.
You never know until you know, right?
Yeah.
If you're interested, call me. What is the topic of today?
So the topic of today is we asking to the people to tell us about the breakup stories.
Yes.
Like when you fence up, bye-bye. Did you have a really big story?
I
But
do.
the first question is, what is the things that makes you break with a person? Break the relationship with a person?
I mean, obviously, you are two different people, right? And then slowly but surely, you would start to realize, oh, we have so much difference. And, you know, like maybe you create conflicts after conflicts. And sometime for me, it's like from my past experience, kind of like everything kind of pile up until one day you're just like, oh, it's not working. Like you've tried, really. Like you know that you've tried, you know the other person also have tried, but probably just maybe you guys are not compatible. And that's when I was like, I tried to break up peacefully, but sometimes it didn't end that well, you know?
It's because I make this reflection for me. before to get married, before to propose to my wife, to be my wife, I think the people now in this time is really give up. I feel like now in this moment the people is just choose, they just like maybe attract the physical things, or like maybe just the situation like hey, all my whole friends have a girlfriend and I need a girlfriend.
Oh, and that is the worst. I wanted to no longer be single, and then just get yourself a girlfriend.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, you find one problem, and this problem make it like one excuse to break the relationship.
Yeah.
But don't fight for the love. Do you remember? It's a really famous reels, like the John Wick.
Yeah.
In one interview, they say, if you are a lover, you need to be a fighter. Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love you have? So that's make me think and make me understand like don't give up really easy. Try to fight until you see that relationship is really died.
I think it's really important to be a fighter. And I think like nowadays, a lot of people, they tend to give up, yes. But at the same time, I think like with more and more people getting divorced, I mean, obviously nobody steps into a marriage wanting to get a divorce. Like nobody, no one would want to do that. But we see a lot of people getting divorced. It's probably also, yes, like you said, there are less and less fighter now. But there are also more and more people realize that they can be a lover, they can be a fighter, but they cannot be a god. They cannot be a savior. You know, like when you realize that, oh, that person is really maybe mentally unstable, or they have like anger control kind of issue. If you really recognize that as some kind of like a toxic trait, I think more and more people, they're now just like, I don't think I can fix you, and I don't intend on fixing you. And that's like your life assignment that you have to try to figure that out. And I'm sorry, I can't be there, you know, with you and for you. But I think that's like, my mom just told me this morning, like nobody steps into a marriage wanting to get a divorce. And my mom, she is a divorcee, and I just feel like that really influenced how I see marriage. I'm like, without having a father figure from my childhood, I obviously dream of one day I can become like an awesome father that is always there in the picture, because I never really had that.
You mean father or husband? Because you're confused two topics. One topic is be a father, and one topic is be a husband.
Well, but to me, it's like the same thing. I want to be a loving husband and a father, if possible.
Okay.
Because I've never really had that. And I think like some people, if they lack of that, they would just be like, oh no, I'm just naturally not good at that. I was not cut out for that. But for me, I think my inner child really needed that love. So I wanted to be able to provide that kind of love in the future, you know? So yeah, that's just
So
me.
I make one question. If now you have one girlfriend, or maybe you meet one girl.
Yes.
You have one night, a really passion night.
One night?
Yeah. Okay. You meet that one really.
Okay,
you meet that one person. Okay.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. You get one crazy night. What happened if you have one baby? Would you like to marry this girl?
Bro, it's one night. Do I love her?
Happens.
Do I love her?
I asked you.
One night.
Would you like to? That's the reason. That is why I asked you. Be a father is different to be a husband. Father, you can be father in one night.
It's really hard for me to put in that case, because I would never have those kind of human interaction unless I really feel strongly about that person.
So my question was that because I have one story about be father.
Yes.
And be a boyfriend, and that's the reason why I break with this girl.
Oh, you have a. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, then you want to.
Everybody, you need to stay. You need to wait, because we are going to start with the story of Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure. About breakup story. This is not like a personal story, but this is by far one of like the most bizarre and craziest one I've ever heard. So this girl, she's dating this guy, right? And
why you don't tell your story?
No, because this one is like so much fun. So much more fun than mine. Okay. I can assure you.
Okay.
So this girl is dating this guy, but prior their dating before they actually like step into the like a serious relationship, she knew that he had a kind of like a car accident or something with his ex. Yeah. So therefore, I think there was like an aneurysm, like a clot, like a blood clot in his brain.
Okay.
So he has to be really careful not to make sudden move or exercise too much or like heart rate. I think like something like that. He has to be really just calm. Yeah. And then they knew about that. And then they started dating. And so, you know, when they want to go somewhere, she would drive, she would ride the scooter for him. So she practically just like tried to take care of all, like very much close to everything. And things were going okay. But he had one problem. He was very terrible at keeping the promise. Even it's just as simple as, I'll pick you up at 9. 9:30, no show. 10, no show. 11, and she would be like calling 100 times. And he would just pick up and say, I fell asleep, I'm sorry.
But the gay is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is fucking stupid. And then the girl, like one day she just couldn't take it. It's like, I want to break up with you. I don't fucking care. You're like, no, you're like fucking baby. You're like an infant. I have to pick up after you. It's like, I am done, right? And then the guy got really upset, right? They had a huge fight. And the guy said, oh yeah, whatever. It's like in the middle of the night. So I will leave. I'll just leave. And then she said, yeah, I just get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go shower. By the time I got out, I don't want to see you. Get all of your shit and just go. Yeah, and then she went in for a shower, and when she got back, he just, you know, he was just like lying like this on his profile on the bed. And she was like, why are you still here? I told you to fuck off. And he was not responsive at all. And then he was just like, look at you, like soulless. And then she was like, what the fuck? Don't play this with me. She thought he was like faking like an episode or something, trying to start another scene. He was not responsive at all. It's just like a gigantic big baby. And then he started drooling, like saliva, drooling. And she was like, yo, what the fuck? And I think like after 10 or 20 minutes, she realized that something is definitely wrong. So she called 911, and then the paramedics came, and then they checked him, and he was like, the pupil was not responding. Really scared. And he was just like a living dead man, like this. And then he couldn't even stand up on his own. So he was being carried and then got sent to the hospital. And then later on, the ER doctor told her that the aneurysm, the blood clot in his brain, exploded.
Oh!
Because he was too, I think he was like, the mood swing, he was too upset, and then it just kaboom, blew up in his brain. And then he kind of, I don't know, I think it's probably kind of like have a stroke or something. It was really bad. Like
yeah,
brain damage.
totally.
Yeah, so that's why he lost like all the language and all the, you know, like he just could not respond at all. And he could not stand. And so.
And what happened? He died?
He did not die, but he stayed baby for quite a long time. And she was like, so what do I do? I already broke up with him like minutes ago. What do I do? But then he kind of just still had to take care of him, I think, for like quite some time. And until he's like, okay, luckily, I think he started to recover, you know. What would you do if you really, like literally minutes ago, you broke up with this girl? You were like so upset, so freaking done. You want nothing with, but she was still in your house. And then she suddenly became like, and drooling. What would you do? How would you take care of the situation?
Call 911 and call her parents. If I have
and
the
just
number.
Drop her there?
No, like, I call 999. Call 999. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And then.
Oh, it's 999 in Peru?
199.
199. Ah. In Taiwan it's 119.
119.
In the States it's 911. Yeah. So 1199? Was it?
Oh,
we're both so confused. Anyway, we call the
point is
the help. Yeah.
Call to the ambulance.
Yes.
Call to the police. Call to the ambulance and call to the police. So first step, do this. The second step is call to the parents and told, okay, what happened in the situation? Because of course, if you told them what happened in the situation, they will understand.
Are you sure they will understand?
Yeah, of course, bro.
You did this to my daughter.
Actually, I don't know if I told you. Like, I have one story. I started with one girlfriend, and just 1 week after we started a relationship, the same. The same. Her brain exploded, and she go to the hospital and stay in coma for 1 month.
Coma?
Yeah.
Like totally
unconscious. Yeah, totally is.
What did you do?
What I did? This is for another episode, so everyone. This is for another episode.
I see. You said that you have a story about your ex. Right?
Oh yeah. One of my I don't know if it was one of the red line, like the red flag, like I have a baby, but I just started one relationship with a girl.
Yes.
It's like I was 18, maybe 19. Exactly, we didn't start the relationship. We was in the previous. But the problem is when she was 16 or 15 years old. 16, I think so. She have a baby.
What do you mean? You were 19 and you were liking this girl, you were dating this girl, and she had baby like prior? Like
Yeah,
before?
when she was 16 years old.
Oh, so you were Uncle Kanko.
That's why. So let me go to the point. So in the beginning, actually.
Oh my god.
Every time we need to go out, we need to go to the cinema. She need to ask to her mother to take care of the baby.
Okay.
I go to the conclusion to this baby is going to grow out with my face. Look at me. If I still with this gear, maybe this baby will be looking at me, and maybe I'm going to have this kind of love with the baby.
The like the connection, the bond.
Yeah, but it's not my baby. Her father is still there. So it's going to be a one relationship with three persons. Because the father still need to go to the house to see the baby. So it's a really complicated thing.
It's a bit complicated.
Yeah,
yes.
so for me, that was a really like a clear, okay, we need to break up the relationship because this is not really coming to any way. But she was an amazing person.
So she was very understanding. She just took it.
Yeah,
well.
she
I
was.
See. Are you guys still in touch though?
No, totally no. How can, bro? If I've been in one relationship with one of my ex-friends,
bye-bye, ciao.
Yeah, bye-bye, ciao, I blocked her. It's just bye-bye. I never ciao again.
I see. Wow.
What about you? Did you block your ex-girlfriend?
Wow.
Did you block your ex-girlfriend?
I did. Yeah, eventually. Yeah. Because, do you remember I told you that I kind of muted? Because I felt like...
Muted is not block.
But eventually I did. But not because I, hate this person or something. I think it's better for my mental health. It's
Totally.
Like, if I were to put like a title for the story, it's probably gonna be iCloud photo. So what happened was when I was in high school, I had my first love. Actually, it started when I was in middle school, and then it like just kind of carried out. Like it lasted for I think 4 or 5 years. It was like a long time, but we were in like a long distance relationship, not like super far away. I was in Taipei for my high school, and then she was in Kaohsiung, and so we would still hang out, like go to the mall or go to amusement park or something like that. And I thought, because I was young, naive, and dumb, right? So I thought, oh my god, we're gonna be together forever. I love you. It's okay. It doesn't matter the distance. I'll try to see if I can find like college in Kaohsiung, and then we can reunite again, and it doesn't have to be that far or something like that. And she was also, sometime we talked about, oh, maybe I should aim for your school, because it was quite a good school. And so she was like also talking about, oh, maybe I can go to Taipei. So everything was lovely until one day I visit her, right? And at the time it was like towards the end of the semester, and so we were gonna go out, and I kind of just like planned this surprise thing. So I got down to Kaohsiung without telling her, and I show up. I was like, hello. No, she was not like that. And then she saw me. She was so shocked. She was speechless. She was like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what do you mean what I'm doing here? It's summer break, and I came here to see you. I was like, I have no friends in Kaohsiung, so obviously I came here for you. That was probably not a cool thing to do. Like a surprise can sometimes turn into
When I
really
do this, what do you think? Did you kiss her? No, I'm talking about...
No, she was kissing another guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't doing that. She wasn't doing that, but very close, because...
Very close!
Yes. So the reason why she looked so shocked, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to reveal that later. So she was like...
what are you doing?
She was like, okay. I was like, well, can I come in? And she said, yeah. And she lived in a dorm, and she was like, oh, okay, yeah, just come in, sit. And she was like so weird. I was like, okay. But then I got a message. I totally forgot to turn in one of my assignments, and then the professor say, I am going to flunk you. I'm going to give you an F if you do not turn in by the end of this day, like by the end of today, right? And I said, oh shit, I only have my phone, so I gotta type, right? So I asked her, hey, can I borrow your like laptop for just like an hour?
She was watching.
I promise you. And then she said, I don't think so. It's really no. And she said, no. I was like, please, I'm gonna get an F. I'm gonna have to retake the lesson, like retake the thing. And she's like, okay, but only Word doc. You do not touch anything. I say, yeah, sure, Word doc, sure. I only type, yeah. So I did, And she was like watching me all the time. And then I was like typing because I was like naive, right? I was
He
like,
was your
okay.
professor in the moment.
Yeah, and then after I turned it in, right, I realized like, oh, my phone was like low battery or like dying, so like 2%. So I wasn't thinking that much, like at the time you can just connect your laptop and then with your phone, and then if they're both Apple, I don't know nowadays, but I don't know nowadays, but usually it would just automatically pop up. Because 10 years ago, it was like all about images and videos.
The point, what you saw, tell me.
So I plugged in, right? Yeah. And then it pops out, it was like, like the thing, and then like the picture that they took in bed together. And not just, oh my fucking God, not just with
the picture of you and her?
No, with her and other men. Her and other men. And I was like, and she was there. She was like, and I was like, I mean, now it sounded funny, but at the time it was too shocked for me. So that was like,
I still in show, bro.
As I recall, that was the very first day I kind of had this panic thing, anxiety attack that just came to me. I was like, oh, it was too much for me at the time because I really believed this person. And
what did you do? What
did I do? No, well, it's kind of embarrassing.
You told her, okay, now is the time to break the relationship and become the business. Open our OnlyFans.
No, I was really sad. But then I asked her, do you love him? And then she said,
what?
No, because like after all the episode,
I love that.
I asked her, do you love him? And she said, well, he's always here, and you're not. And I'm
wait.
Well, because that guy also lives in like the same city, like Kaohsiung, right? So I was like, do you still want to try? I know. It was really stupid. It was really stupid to suggest that, but I really wanted to work on that. Because I thought I am going to be marrying my first love. That was really dumb, but yeah, that's just kind of like the thing that I wanted to do, and I was trying so hard to hold on to that, and then she said, "I love you, but not that much anymore." So, well, she was at least very honest, and she was like, "Oh well, you found out, so bye." So that was it. So we broke up. Yeah.
Okay, I think we are in the same boat because.
What do you mean? We're in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the same with my story.
Okay.
My first girlfriend.
Yes.
With her, I discovered everything. Well, actually, it was not my.
Well, your first girlfriend was the one that you kissed.
Actually, was not my exactly first girlfriend, but was my first
serious girlfriend.
No, even it's not that. Was
oh my God, how many girlfriends did you have? Like 40?
100. Oh my God. No, I don't know, even just 5. But I mean, the first girl who I have a relationship, like a sex relationship, my first time. Okay. My first time, the same. I think this is going to be forever. We are going to love each other for the end of the war, the end of the life, and we are going to still together. So, what are you funny?
It's really cute when I hear you say that.
Okay,
because I know when I say it sounded dumb, but then you said it anyways. Yes.
Remember this face as I told her, and then suddenly one day. I started well. She studied in another school.
Yeah.
I studied in another school, and I started to receive like a hate in my Facebook. Somebody like her classmate add me to my Facebook and start to send me hate, like a bro. She's have another boyfriend. She's in another relationship. You must be finished the relationship. She is not for you or something like that. Start to send me hate like this, and I told her like okay, look at the face, how it changed. Yeah, now it's cute. After day by day, one day she told me like we need to finish the relationship.
Oh, she was really dating someone.
And I told her like why you doing this for me? And she told me like I can tell you.
What do you mean?
I can tell you.
No, you have to know. You have the right to know.
I told her like if you really love me in one point of this relationship, you need to tell me.
Yeah.
And she told me like you will know. And the same person who started to send me hate, she take my phone and she answered to the person, I know who are you. You are the professor, blah, blah, blah. I already finished the relationship with him. After 3 months, she called me. Like I say, I was dating with my teacher. He was my teacher, and I'm pregnant.
With the professor's baby!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That was high school or university?
High school.
Oh my god! And they decided to keep it.
Yes.
And they got married?
Yes, eventually. And then finished like a gay divorce, but yeah.
Whoa! The teacher. Wow.
And the teacher was the person who created this fake account, and the teacher was who started to send me hate in my Facebook.
But is it even legal to date?
She don't want to demand. I think she fall in love with that guy. I don't think so, but they have a baby.
That was your first love, right? First, like, really serious one.
What's the first time who I give you my flower?
Your flower? What do you mean? You're not a girl. It's like, okay, you lost your virginity.
But I have a flower. Or what you call this?
Why do you have a flower?
It's not a flower. It's a flower. This. How you can call this?
I see. Flower. You mean flower?
Yeah, flower.
Flower. Why? Why would you call that a flower?
How is the form of the flower?
Like this?
Yeah, put your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my penis. This is my flower.
Oh.
I don't know why the gears...
Oh, you call that a flower?
Yeah, I don't know why the gears call to they own private part. Like I give you my flower. It's not a flower. They don't have the form of the flower.
I don't know, but I guess in the States they call them cookies.
I give you my cookie.
Yeah.
And what? I give you the milk?
Oh my god.
How the people call it? Even in Chinese they call different. Like in Chinese
it's a type of seafood. I think.
Well, my friend told me like it's like a 小鸡.
小鸡. Oh yeah.
Or 你的小弟弟.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have another one. But it also really happened to me. So after this girl, right? So I stayed single for quite a while until I was in university, and then I met this girl, and well, I think I probably ignored some certain red flags. I just thought that, like the savior mode. It's like, it's okay. Love wins. Love is really powerful, and I can, I want to help her. And she was. Well, she admitted at one point that she was mentally unstable. Like she probably suffered from, let's say, bipolar or some other things like that. And, mentally,
okay.
Mentally, she had, she was suffering some certain condition. Okay. And I was like, oh, it's okay, yeah. And because of her, also, I think thanks to her, I tried to get to know more about that aspect, about how to be more of a supportive lover when it comes to really your let's say your better half or your lover is currently suffering or having that condition. Okay. And so I really tried my best, really. And that was the point, like, because of that relationship, I understand that sometimes it's not so much about how much you fight. Sometimes like you just have to realize that you can really fix, and you shouldn't be fixing. It's like that person is that person, he or she is complete, and you just like try to see a way if you can cope, if you can just get along with that, or you walk away. Sometimes more like that. And she was like she was suffering at the time. I could really tell, and because I loved her at the time, and so I was also suffering. It's like she was crying, and sometimes it's really hard to get her out of the bed to just take a shower. Mm-hmm. It's that bad. And one day, I think after several attempts of trying to make this work, I told her that I loved you, but I think it's probably time for us to, just break up. I think this is done, and I also have some other things I have to take care of. So I have a lot also on my plate. I think I wish you all the best. I still want you to, live a beautiful life. And she said, I need a moment. Get out. She was suddenly so cold, but so calm at the same time. It's kind of like the calmness that really scared the shit out of me, because she was usually like that, but she was like, I need a moment. Get out. So we were in the room, right? And so I got out. I was like, okay, if you need some more time. That was probably a really dumb thing to do when someone act really strangely. They told you to get out, and then you got out.
Bro, so you didn't see the 13 reasons why?
And so I got out, but I didn't leave. I was outside the room, and there was just dead silence for 30 minutes. And I was like, what is going on? So I knock. Nobody answered. I knock again. Nobody answered. And then it was locked. It was locked, and I couldn't get it open, right? So I was doing this, right? And eventually I got to open the door. Nobody was inside the room. I was like,
what the fuck? What are you doing?
I was like, what? What? Am I on like a magic show or something? And I was like panicking, and I looked everywhere, even under the bed. And then I was like glanced at the balcony. She was standing there. I was like, oh my fucking God. Baby, please just get down. Please just get down. And so I was literally at a moment where I was so scared because she was like so close. She was like on the edge of it. And she was like about to jump. Now, mind you, in Tainan, we have quite a lot of like just house, right? So it was like 5 stories or 4 stories. And she was like on the balcony and just like standing there barefoot. I was like, please just, I had never really had the experience of how to, negotiate, how to talk someone out of that situation. So I was crying so bad, and she was like, just like there, and then like her back facing me. And I was like, please just get down. And then she said, do you still want to break up with me?
No!
And I said, no, of course not. I don't want to break up with you. I just talk a bunch of shit. I said, yeah, we can try. We can try. And then after that, I got really, really scared because every time when we were to the point that I think about maybe this really doesn't work, I feared that she's gonna do something like that. She's gonna pull some kind of stunt like that. And I can't take that as a joke, as a prank, or as something to threaten me, rather than what if she actually jumps? Then my whole life would be really different, and I don't think I can live with the fact that what if he actually did jump? So I think after that, I was just like, I've held it in for so long, and all the things just kind of piled up until she.
Did you tell this for her parents or something like that?
Her parent knew about this condition.
No, about that she's going to jump.
She also had a few attempts before dating me, so her parent kind of knew the whole situation.
No, I mean because for I think the most healthy thing, if you have in one situation like this, if somebody try to attend with his life or her life, I think the best part is tell her parents, because it's not your responsibility. You have one limit, like okay, this happened, and this is not healthy.
It's just out of your power. You can't.
It's without my power, and this is without my situation, and I'm just a kid. Yeah. So this is. I just felt so hopeless and powerless at the time. So yeah, I did tell the parents, and I think like they separated us, and they had someone watching her 24/7, even when she wasn't in her sleep. I'm pretty sure that she felt terrible at the time, but then they later on, I think they sent her to like a mental facility to better take care of her, and I hope that she's doing okay. But I kind of just lost contact with her. But that really traumatized me because I remember so vividly she said something saying, when we were like being like cuddling, hugging each other, she would say, baby, I can't live without you. Now, when we were dating, that sounded so romantic. Like, I can't live without you. What happened if one year told you that thing?
But like, now, if you tell me you can't live without me, I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm out of here.
No, okay.
It's like, you got to be able to live and breathe, like, independently. Yes.
Basically, it's a red flag.
Yeah, that was such a red flag I missed. I was like, oh, that's cute. You can't live without me. Yeah, me too. But I thought it was like a metaphorically. Yeah. Not literally, you can't live without me until that point. And that was the story. Yeah, do you have another one?
No, I think that's enough for our stories. Ooh, and now we can pass to the comments of the people.
Yeah.
Everybody, now is the time we are going to see your comments.
So a girl commented saying that, 大太阳下，我们一起排队去买小吃。那买到一半，他跟我说他要去牵车，然后他就躲在比较凉的地方，就没有出来了。
What the fuck?
Because he was hot.
You have a very problem.
But I mean, like Taiwan is really hot.
Bro,
but it's ridiculous.
But you're not the only person who is fucking hot over there.
Right, exactly.
If you are in one relationship, of course you need to share your moment. You need to say, okay, baby, it's too hot to here. Maybe we can go to the car together. Yeah.
He didn't even invite her to come back to the car. He just like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna chill in the car with AC on. And that's why they broke up.
I'm gonna chill in the car without my girlfriend.
Okay, now there's another one. 我讲了很久，我很想吃马卡龙，但是呢，一直都没有买。我们交往了7年，在男友买春之后，他因为很内疚，他就突然买给我了。And she later found out, so then they broke up. Oh my god! Just a macaron!
Bro, basically this is a theory of flowers, you know?
Uh-huh.
Do you listen to the theory of flowers?
No, what does it mean?
If you have your boyfriend and never give you flowers, if some days he give you flowers, it's because
he must have done something. He fucked up big time.
He fucked up with another girl.
He knew he was in hot water, so then he had to do something to make up for it.
Yeah,
even though you
maybe
not find out that, but
and you know,
he did something.
They have a theory, more bigger the theory. If it's rose, it's beautiful flowers. Ooh,
he
fucked up with a really beautiful girl, and he feels really good.
Oh my
more
God.
Flowers and more beautiful is more guilty.
Wait, you buy flowers for your wife all the time?
It's because I love, because it's not just one time.
Okay. If it's consistent.
This is only applied.
If it's like out of the blue, you just got me flower.
Yeah,
and you've never done something like that.
It's random. One day he appeared with flowers. Oh, you know what happened.
Yeah.
But I buy flowers to my girl like one per month or 2 per month. And that's not mean that I fuck up with 1 per month.
It means you fuck up regularly. That's why. 我们是女恋，女。This is really hard to pronounce. 我们是女。Why is it so weird for me to pronounce this word? 女 right? 我们是女恋。I fucking sound like foreigner. 我们是女恋。我们相差5岁。我们相差5岁。然后有一次在1周年的纪念日，我们在吃饭庆祝的时候，另一半就说我们的生活差距太大了，我压力很大，我就被断崖式的分手了，没有任何的理由。I think without
she's dating another girl.
90%.
Yeah.
Well, actually 95%.
Oh, you know, in the past, I don't know if it's real. Maybe it could be real. I don't know if this happened in the movies, like how the principal character wife can know the principal character is have a sex with another girl. The guy come home really late, and then the wife try to have a sex, but she smell the penis of the guy. And the penis smell like another woman.
Oh,
maybe you need to try. If you're a lesbian and somebody break the relationship with you, like for no reason, you say, "Okay, get out your pants and let me smell."
I see. Oh, you know what? The other day I asked.
Smell the penis?
No. It was not the same.
Because, bro, I don't know, when I talk it like a penis or something like that, your reaction, oh, you know that another day. Okay, finish your sentence.
Okay, it's nothing weird. It's actually, I don't know. It's actually quite interesting to know. It's like a trivia. It's like a weird knowledge for you to know as well. So the other day I was thinking, how come human kiss with our lips? Is it instinctive? Do you just want to kiss someone? Like with lips, why not with like this or like with this or just like this? So I looked it up, right? I did my research, and it turns out it was because, you know, like back in the day, you know, like really like before we had like a village and everything, right? The man, we are the hunter, right? And the women, they are the, you know, they grow plants, right? And then so they would have meat and they would come back, right? So sometimes, you know, like coming back to share food and being selfish. Kissing someone was because the husband was away, right? So when they come back from, you know, like from the hunting thing, they need to double check whether the wife has eaten something before. Have they had wine or have they had like some other meat without the husband present? So it's like, did you eat something? Let me double check. So it was because of that, and then people started kissing. It was nothing romantic, actually. It just like somehow turned into something sex.
Fuck, so basically kiss another person is nothing romantic.
Yeah, it was like, did you eat something without me? Did you not share the food? Let me double check. So yeah, it was kind of...
I feel like this is a really good information.
Yeah, right.
And how, if it's without kiss, how you can express your love for another person?
And also, it's kind of like hugging or some other things, like touching each other. It's like
maybe you smell the bottom like at the dogs.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So 前男友只丢了一句话 我以为我们只是朋友然后就消失了。I feel so sorry for you, girl.
Oh, but it's true. Somebody confused the friends with a relationship.
For you, do you have to like really set it? Like, so today is the first day? You really need someone what are we now?
Bro,
verbalize it.
We are girlfriend and boyfriend since the moment I told you, like, I asked you. If you didn't ask me or I didn't ask you,
we are not.
We are not.
Some people, they would be like, they hold hands, they hug, they go out for, for dinner, and then they even, they sleep together. It's like, so I think we are. Yeah, just like,
I thought we
really, yeah.
But it's really clear. If somebody asks you, yeah, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. If somebody didn't ask you, they're not. It's like make a deal. You need to sign the contract. That's all for the section of the comments in Bros Bone. No, how we can call that? I don't know how we can call that section.
What do we call? How about we call them Bros Bone React?
Bros Bone React. Oh, that's amazing.
Okay.
That's amazing. I love that. So this is all for today in the Bros Bone React. Was a really amazing Bros Bone reaction, but sometimes, sometimes the story is more bigger than just 100 later, 100.
It's much more lengthy, yes.
Yeah,
We've got a couple of them, like this.
And we really appreciate
very detailed,
that.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Yeah, we
because
enjoy
the detail make rich the story. So that's the reason maybe this podcast is a little more longer.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of context, like the given situation and everything, and then what happened exactly.
And you can match it with emotion.
Right, exactly.
So it's totally okay. We love.
Yeah, so we chose a couple of them, and we're gonna share it with you guys. We're gonna share them with you guys. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me just start with reading this first. Yeah, it's gonna be in English. All right. Okay, let me try to find it here. All right then. Okay, so this one is from Leah. Okay.
Oh, you are going to say the name?
No, I actually asked her whether she wanted to have her name listed out, and she said, "Yeah, we can call her Leah." So, hello, Leah. Shout out to Leah. Thank you for your amazing story. So, Leah said, "Well, the title of the story is Mama's Boy." Okay. So, hello. I want to share about my mama's boy ex-boyfriend. Well, so for anyone who doesn't know what mama's boy means, it refers to a grown adult man who is very attached to his mother, and he seeks like approval and permission for pretty much everything. And they're like strangely and not really normally, like mother and son, you can be close,
it seems like you are not independent. You depend on your mother for everything, and you want to go so far is really dangerous. I mean, we love our mother. We can't be independent totally. We love our mother.
It doesn't mean that if you love your mother, it means you're a mama's boy. It doesn't mean like that. But like mama's
we can
boy
put simple. If you love your mother, but your mother is not going to stay in your bed when you have a sex with your wife. So
I think that's too much.
No, but this is a basically example. This is the best.
Okay, that's one example. So
because if you put, for example, my honeymoon, I asked to my wife my mother can go to our honeymoon because the dream of my mother is visit Italy. So and my mother is.
Someone is getting there. You just walked yourself into a trap. You walk into a flam, basically. You want to finish the story? Or you ready to stop there?
But we know what is mapao, mama.
Yes, like mapao, yeah. All right, so Leah's ex-boyfriend. So we met on a dating app, and then we chatted almost about every day. At first, everything seems pretty normal, and he's just like a lovely regular guy. However, he only wanted to do voice messages instead of like phone calls or video calls. Yeah, and she found that really strange. But eventually, they met in person, and he was a nice guy, and then they started dating, right? And then I remember like the first day we went out, and he kept messaging his mother like nonstop. It was like doing this, checking his phone all the time, not really paying attention, not really focusing on the date itself. And until one point, he said, "My mom is not jealous, is she?" And she was like, "What do you mean? You're dating. You're out on a date, and then you are curious, you're concerned about whether your mom is jealous or not." But then she was like, maybe. But she kind of ignored the red flag there. Yeah. And then one time when they were getting intimate, when they were making out, right? Suddenly he stopped and he checked the phone. And he checked the phone and the time. And then he said, "Oh, it's time to call my mom." Because
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So apparently it's kind of like a routine thing. It's their thing, like a mother and son thing that they call each other every day at like a scheduled time to say, hey, I love you, bye-bye, something. And then while they were on the phone, she said, I held him, and then she was on the phone and said, yeah, I love you, mom, bye-bye, goodbye, something. And then she felt like a third wheel, like not like she felt like the mistress, but not the actual girlfriend. While the mother was more like a primary partner of her ex-boyfriend.
I think I've considered myself. I explain when I say I consider it a little mapao, a little. But bro, you need to understand because I miss my mother. I miss 4 years.
I understand. Yeah,
4 years.
Yeah, being far away from home.
Yeah, and when you don't see it like in the real face, when you just call like in one period, you see how your mother is getting older.
I want to know what happened to that Italy kind of proposal thing.
No, actually, my wife told me like, no, this is not going to work. And my mother,
I think it's not
my mother told me like, no, it's my dream, but it's your honeymoon.
Yeah, you can take your mom next time while you really.
But when is the next time, bro? I don't know. That is my question. I'm afraid we don't have a next time.
Bro, you only have one honeymoon. You don't want, like other family. Like it should just be like
it's like you put in
a long
yeah,
time.
But I say what you say, but maybe it's just one opportunity to go to Italy.
Make the other opportunity then. Make one. Okay. You create. Be the master of your life.
Okay.
If you ain't got that, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the opportunity, squeeze them out.
Okay, no, but I think if you put in one situation, I consider it like I'm not a mapao. I just like I love my mother.
But you know what you did? Like your mom obviously wasn't being very controlling. She was very she respects. Oh, it's gonna be your honeymoon, so it should be just you and your wife.
Yeah, actually, she told me like no, it's your honeymoon.
Yeah, it's probably.
She understand, but my point is. Yeah, but I feel a little guilty.
But it's nice you thought about her. And
bro, it's like my mother since I remember my mother every time, oh, I want to go to Italy, I want to go to Venice, I want to go to Rome, since I born. Mm-hmm. So it's like now I'm going to get married and my honeymoon is going to be in Italy. So it's like actually it's like I want to complete one of the dreams of my mother too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I am mapao. You can write in the comments. Yeah, you can write in the comments if I am mapao. Okay, It's one guy who come to Taiwan. Well, they fall in love. They meet in the nightclub. They fall in love. They start to see each other. And the guy say, "I have a secret. I need to tell you this. I have two kids, and I'm married."
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I say, I have 2 kids.
He was still in a marriage?
Yeah. But he say, you know what? I'm going to get divorced. Actually, I didn't.
Oh, that's always how it started. I'm gonna get divorced. Oh man.
She told but she believed. She told me I saw the Instagram profile, so it looks like it's like okay. I didn't saw a lot of photos with your wife or your possible ex-wife, so I can believe you. But the point is, the guy was designer, and he created one brand, like a new logo for her friend's brand.
Yes.
So she, for the curious, one thing's here in the hair. So well, he told me he's going to get a divorce. He told me have 2 kids. He told me, well, now he's married, but he never told me who is that girl. She go to the Instagram page with the new logo of the friend.
She was stalking the page.
Yeah, and then he found the connections. Because, of course, when you see the photo of 2 kids, of course, the mother give a 1 like. Sometimes the mother comments.
It's easy to track.
Yeah, it's easy to track. I think it's one of the more easy to track. And when she tracked that, he opened the Instagram of the girl.
Yeah.
And the whole photos was there. A lot of photos of they together. And when she saw... family. Yeah, a lovely family. And when she saw the stories, she just, that day, she posted we are so happy to celebrate our 10th anniversary.
Oh my God. So she was just only the mistress.
Yeah.
He was never going to get...
Never. But he told to the girl, oh, I'm going to get a divorce.
That's how, he knew that's how he could just, hold on to you. you're not gonna leave because you would hold on to that hope that maybe one day he will be.
And I can tell
my
you something.
partner.
That's a story about that. Oh, I'm going to get divorced. It's common. It's 100%.
It's so common.
It's so fucking common. It's like a C Bruce Bone. It's so common.
Okay, so this one is Natalie's story. All right. So we were together for 3 years already. And for the first 3 months, I found out that he was about to cheat because he was talking and texting and chatting and going out, for drinks with other girl, like another girl. But the reason he did not cheat, he did not successfully cheated. He did not successfully cheat because the girl turned him down. The girl didn't like him back. So she found out some certain proofs and chat messages about the guy wasn't being very loyal, and she wanted to leave at the time, but she really loved him. And then she started to notice some more red flags because one day, it was 3 a.m. in the morning, and then she got a call, and the guy was in such a bad mood, and he was going crazy, very enraged, and say, "Get to my house right now. I need to talk to you." And she was worried, but she was scared at the same time. But then it was he was her boyfriend, right? So she went. She was like, "What's going on?" And he hit her.
No way.
He hit her, and she was like, "What is happening? Am I dating an abusive boyfriend?" And she got really scared. But then later on, I think the guy did some other really terrible things, including some illegal shit. So then he had to go to the prison, right? And then so he went. He was doing his time, and then right after he was released, and then he said that, "Oh, I realized that you are the love of my life." And she said she forgave him, and then they got back together. But the same a terrible cycle, on and on and on. He was very abusive and was mentally, physically abusing her and very manipulative. And because he was also cheating with other girls, so then he got really, when you're cheating, you would also suspect your partners, you also will be cheating, right? Because I was cheating. So then he got really, I don't know, he was just always suspecting the girl was cheating, and then he would hit her and something like that. And eventually, I think he decided to break up with her, just leaving her.
But it was too late.
Yeah, but it was too late, and all the damage. And then she said that she developed depression because of him, and even attempted several times trying to take away her own life. And then she said that he totally fucked her up her entire life. But luckily, I think she is now doing doing better, and she just got rid of him. And that's what a blessing. I am so thankful. I'm glad you left him. I'm glad that he's no longer an issue, a problem,
but
a nightmare.
I think that story, they basically make a really good conclusion for everyone. One abuser is not just going to hit you one time. It's going to hit you a lot of times, and maybe not just physically, maybe mentally. So if you're in a toxic relationship, because just it's called toxic relationship, just get out.
Just walk away.
Yeah, don't think, because the point that I told you I'm going to develop is sometimes we confuse love with a habit, because our companion, we love the companion. We don't like to be alone. So we love to stay with this guy who called my boyfriend, but he abused me, and I'm afraid to break the relationship, not just because I don't love or because he don't love me, just because I am afraid to be alone. So if you are in this situation, break the relationship, and let me tell you something true. You are fucking living in one big world, and you have a parents, you have a friends, and even if you don't have a parents, you don't have a friend, you have a Tyler. And you have a Concord, so you can send out a message. You are not alone.
Right, you are not alone. You are more than enough, and nobody should ever make you feel like you are not worthy of love. Yeah, if you're in a toxic relationship, just get out. And if you feel afraid, you feel alone, just send out one message to us, and we are going to stay with you. Don't worry. Right. I think sometimes people confuse love with also ownership. It's normal to get jealous when you're deeply in love with someone, when you're head over heels with when you're head over heels in love with someone. You, of course, you want all of her attention and love and everything, but it's a bit different when he or she is doing some other thing, and you feel you need to control that person, or you are the owner. You have that person. Like humans are not possessions. So it doesn't matter whether you're single or in a relationship. You are complete. You don't have another half to feel complete. It's two complete individuals, and then together you're a great team.
So everybody, that's all for today. Don't forget to follow us in our personal Instagram, who is Brosbone in Instagram.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and
activate the bell.
Activate the bell, the notification thingy. We're gonna be asking more questions and trying to have some more interactions.
Yeah.
So be sure to throwing all the things that any ideas or anything that you want to say. And so maybe we get to read your comments or your stories on the show. Yeah.
So that's all for today. Thanks everybody. It's me, Concord.
It's me, Tyler.
And this is Brosbone. Bye bye everybody.